Welcome back to Stoic Albums, the place where we decode powerful mindsets, deep behaviors, and the psychology behind truly independent people. Today's topic is intense. What happens when a Sigma female gets ignored? You might think she gets sad. You might think she gets angry, but trust me, you're about to see something completely different. Let's begin. Point number 1. She pulls back instantly and silently. When a Sigma female gets ignored, the first thing she does is pull back instantly and silently. She doesn't argue, she doesn't demand attention, and she doesn't chase anyone. Her natural personality is independent, calm, and self-controlled. So the moment she feels someone is ignoring her, she simply steps back without saying a single word. This reaction is not about ego or revenge. It is about self-respect. A Sigma female understands her value deeply. She knows that if someone genuinely cares, they will show it. If someone truly wants her presence, they will not make her feel invisible. So instead of wasting her energy trying to be noticed, she quietly removes herself from the situation. She believes that any relationship, friendship, romance, or even family, should be built on mutual respect, not emotional begging. Her silence is powerful. In today's world, most people react emotionally when ignored. They send long messages, they call repeatedly, or they try to prove something. But a Sigma woman is different. She knows that attention gained by force is not real attention. So she gives space not out of fear, but out of wisdom. And this is where things change. The person who ignored her starts to feel the shift. They suddenly realize how calm and distant she has become. They start wondering why her energy is gone. Her absence creates more impact than her presence ever did. A Sigma female's silent withdrawal sends a clear message. If my presence didn't matter to you, my absence will. This is why ignoring a Sigma female never works. She doesn't panic. She simply chooses herself. Point number 2. She focuses deeply on her purpose. When a Sigma female gets ignored, she doesn't sit around wondering what went wrong. Instead, she does something powerful and unexpected. She turns all her attention toward her purpose. This is one of the things that makes her stand out from everyone else. While many people get distracted, sad, or confused when someone pulls away, a Sigma female becomes even more focused on her goals. Her purpose is her anchor. Whether it's her work, studies, personal growth, fitness, creativity, or building her future, she quickly pours her energy into things that actually matter. Instead of chasing people, she chases improvement. Instead of asking, "Why am I being ignored?" she asks, "What can I build next?" This mindset makes her mentally strong. She understands that attention from others can come and go, but her personal progress stays with her forever. So she uses silence from others as fuel. She works harder. She learns new skills. She fixes her weaknesses. She shapes her dreams, and she becomes better than before. And here's the twist. When she focuses on her purpose, her energy becomes even more attractive. The person who ignored her often starts noticing changes in her. They see her leveling up. They see her glowing more. They realize she did not break. She grew. And that is when regret enters their mind. But by this time, the Sigma female is already far ahead. She doesn't grow to get attention. She grows because that is who she is. Her independence and determination make her unstoppable. So, when someone ignores her, she doesn't lose direction. She becomes unstoppable on her path. Point number 3. She observes everything without showing emotion. When a Sigma female gets ignored, she doesn't react the way most people expect. She doesn't explode with anger. She doesn't throw drama. And she doesn't beg for an explanation. Instead, she does something far more intelligent. She starts observing everything quietly. A Sigma woman has a calm and sharp mind. She believes in watching patterns, not reacting to them. So when someone ignores her, she steps back internally and begins to analyze what is really happening. Is the person busy? Are they losing interest? Are they playing games? Are they being disrespectful? She studies the situation with clear logic. She does not show any emotion during this time. On the outside, she looks peaceful, normal, and in control. But on the inside, she is collecting information. Because for a Sigma female, every action tells a story. She pays attention to behavior, not words. She notices the small changes: tone, timing, attitude, effort. Everything becomes a clue. This silent observation gives her power. While most people waste time asking questions like, "Why are you ignoring me?" a Sigma female doesn't need to ask. She already understands. Her mind connects the dots they think she will never notice. And once she sees the truth clearly, she makes her decision quietly. If she feels the person genuinely cares but is just distracted, she stays calm. But if she sees selfishness, manipulation, or disrespect, she prepares to walk away without any noise. This ability to observe without reacting makes the Sigma female mysterious and strong, protects her heart and keeps her dignity. And it often surprises the person who ignored her, because they expected drama, but instead, they got silence and wisdom. Point number 4. She updates her standards and redraws her boundaries. When a Sigma female gets ignored, it doesn't break her confidence. Instead, it updates her standards. She becomes more selective, more cautious, and more aware of who deserves her time and energy. A Sigma female is naturally independent, but being ignored sharpens her clarity even more. She starts to see who truly values her and who only takes her presence for granted. To her, respect is everything. She doesn't ask for constant attention, but she expects basic consideration. So when someone ignores her, even without saying anything, she adjusts her boundaries. She mentally repositions that person from important to not essential. This shift happens silently, but it's powerful. She begins to limit the conversations, the emotional investment, and the effort she gives to that person. Not because she wants to punish them, but because she understands her worth. She refuses to chase people who treat her like an option. She wants connections that feel genuine, equal, and respectful. This change in standards often surprises people. They expect her to come back, to seek approval, or to try to fix things. But she does the opposite. She becomes distant, calm, and emotionally unavailable. She no longer gives free access to her energy. And the more she withdraws, the more the other person realizes what they lost. Her new boundaries are simple. If you ignore her today, you will lose her tomorrow. If you fail to prioritize her, she won't keep you in her life. If you don't respect her time, she won't give you any more of it. By updating her standards, the Sigma female protects her peace and keeps only the people who truly deserve a place in her world. Point number 5. She glows up and becomes even harder to replace. When a Sigma female gets ignored, many people think she will become sad or insecure, but the opposite happens. She uses that moment as fuel for self-improvement. Instead of wasting time worrying about someone who didn't value her, she invests that time into herself. And this creates something powerful, a glow-up. A Sigma female's glow-up is not just about appearance. It is deeper and more meaningful. She grows mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. She starts focusing on things that upgrade her life. Maybe she goes to the gym, learns a new skill, starts a new project, or becomes more disciplined. Her improvement becomes her silent comeback. People who ignored her don't expect this. They think she will come back seeking attention or closure. But instead, they see her rising, shining, and becoming more confident. This shift creates a shock. They suddenly realize that ignoring her didn't break her. It built her. The Sigma female's glow-up also changes her energy. She becomes more attractive, not just in looks, but in confidence. Her presence becomes stronger and her silence becomes louder. Others start paying attention to her naturally, without her trying. And often, the person who ignored her begins to regret their actions when they see how far she has grown. But here's the truth. She doesn't glow up to get revenge. She glows up because that's who she is. Someone who turns pain into power, rejection into direction, and silence into strength. By the time others try to return, she has already moved to the next level of her life, proving that ignoring a Sigma female only makes her more unstoppable. Point number 6. She chooses peace over people. Every single time when a Sigma female gets ignored, she doesn't fight for attention or try to force someone to stay. She simply chooses something far more important, her peace. Unlike many people who fear loneliness or silence, a Sigma woman is completely comfortable with being on her own. Peace is her fuel, her safe space, and her greatest strength, so when someone ignores her, she sees it as a sign to protect her energy, a sign to step back, a sign to let go. She doesn't beg for connection because she knows forced relationships never bring peace. And peace, to her, is worth more than any temporary attention. Instead of overthinking, she gives herself emotional distance. She stops giving effort where it isn't appreciated. She stops trying to understand someone who refuses to communicate. She stops pouring into a connection that clearly isn't balanced. Her calm withdrawal is not coldness, it is self-respect. The Sigma female believes in natural connections. People who truly care will never make her question her place. People who value her will not leave her in silence. So if someone chooses to ignore her, she accepts it gracefully and moves toward a more peaceful path. This choice surprises many people. They expect her to chase, confront, or argue. But she quietly walks away. She doesn't close the door loudly. She closes it gently and permanently. And once her peace returns, she never looks back. Her message is simple. If you disturb my peace, you lose your place. Choosing peace doesn't make her weak. It makes her powerful. Because a Sigma female would rather be alone in silence than surrounded by people who don't value her presence. If you enjoyed this breakdown of Sigma female psychology, make sure to subscribe to Stoic Albums for more deep, powerful content every week. And remember, ignoring a Sigma female is never the power move you think it is. She's the one who walks away stronger. Thanks for watching.